Remember micro consoles when they used to be a thing? Well, yesterday we got a bit of news on a couple of micro consoles that have been since discontinued, as well as a new one called the Playdate, pictured here. So, a few years ago, Android micro consoles and other various devices were a big thing in the industry. Um, Years before the game streaming era, we had upstarts like Ouya, the NVIDIA Shield, the Sony PlayStation TV, which was basically just a PlayStation Vita in box form that you plugged in, the Mad Catz Mojo, the Apple TV, and the Amazon TV, both of which were capable of gaming. Well, yesterday marked a bit of an inflection point in the short and sordid history of the microconsole. First of all, Ouya owner Razer announced that it would finally be shutting down the Ouya's online game platform on the 25th of June. So basically, in about a month, all those consoles are going to be useless because that's the only way you can use them. And the Ouya brand and Razer's Forge TV follow-up have been on the, they've been on the equivalent of corporate life support since late 2015, to be honest. We've had other startups that have worked, like the aforementioned NVIDIA Shield, but those hits have really been few and far between, and those have been more because of standout features beyond just the Android gaming side of things. Well, yesterday evening, a completely new and unexpected direction for microconsoles emerged, seemingly out of nowhere. The portable black and white screen crank-controlled Playdate microconsole, aiming for a 2020 launch at $150. Really? Black and white for $150? Come on, I'd at least expect color. Is decidedly not going to provide much competition for the kinds of gaming experiences you can get on a full-fledged console, but that might be where it succeeds where other microconsoles have failed, because all the others have mainly been focusing on trying to compete with those big markets, whereas these guys are mainly just going with the flow and doing what they do. So, Panic, the company behind the Playdate, isn't really known for gaming hardware or hardware in general of any kind. Over 2 decades, the firm has made its small name for itself, writing Mac and iOS productivity software and funding indie games like Firewatch and the upcoming Untitled Goose Game, which is the official name of the game. The marketing team sucks for that game. But as the company puts it in a Playdate FAQ, frequently asked questions, after 20 years of making software, we wanted to grow our skills, push us out of our comfort zone, and take on an adventure. We love creating things, and it was time for us to level up. So why not spend 4 years developing a black and white handheld with a crank controller, right? Well, we'll see how successful the console is. But, with a look like this, there's a good chance that it might actually be eccentric enough for some rich or even just mildly wealthy people to pick up as a curiosity. Who knows? Gaming has never been stranger. We've got gaming from the cloud. We've got gaming on your TV, gaming on your smartphone, gaming on calculators these days. Mainly through hacking, but still. We have virtual reality, augmented reality. Eventually, we'll have simulated reality where we plug our heads into a helmet and go into the simulation full body or whatever. It's just, it's weird, but it's interesting. So what do I think about the console? Well, first of all, the crank as a kind of analog stick is an interesting concept. It really is. It folds in for easy storage, folds out in order to be able to be used. You turn it one way, it moves your character forward, and turn it the other way, it moves it back, or something like that. I'm not sure. In demonstration for one game, that's the way it worked, but who knows how it's going to work in other games. It's got a directional pad and 2 face buttons, as well what looks like an extra face button up near the speaker. Yeah, speaker, not speakers, speaker. That's going to be fun. And then there's a power button up top, and presumably there's a charging port for a USB cable that you can use to charge the device when you're not using it. Although with the black and white low power screen with no backlight, you probably won't be using up the battery that often, especially if it's any kind of decent milliamp hour wattage or capacity. Yeah, that's what I meant. But, in the day and age of micro consoles that were working, the only two that really come to mind that actually made it through, well, the only one is the NVIDIA Shield. So why not try giving the newcomers a chance to maybe alter the playing field a bit? Who knows? Who knows what will happen? Anyway, I just thought I'd share this bit of news with you. It's fresh. It's interesting. It's kind of fun. To be honest, I think I've never really seen a gaming device quite like this. I mean, and I played the original Game Boy Color and stuff. I was old school back in the day. But never have I seen anything quite like that. It'll be fun. Anyway, I love you guys very much, and I'll see you guys again very soon. And until then, I hope you have a wonderful day. And I'll be back when the day is new. And I'll have more ideas for you. And you'll have things that you'll want to talk about. I will too. Because it's you I like. Thanks for watching.